We didn't talk about the earthquake, guys. Rob, I feel like I was a bad friend that I didn't text you immediately.
Didn't think about Rob once.
Throw a little, you okay?
I feel the same way. I'm happy you brought it up.
Talk to me about your experience, because I feel like a first earthquake is a big deal.
This is not even close to my first.
It's not your first earthquake?
No.
Oh.
When I was in Vegas for the World Series of Poker, we had like a banger.
I didn't realize Vegas gets such bad earthquakes.
Yeah, we had one where it woke me up, and you think someone's there. You know?
You think someone's like breaking into your
Yeah,
house,
that
right?
was my initial thought.
Yeah, so you're kind of, and we didn't talk about it last week because we were busy talking about your mom's house. We were so excited.
Yeah.
But in Vegas, so I had it was like 45 seconds where I woke up, and for 10 seconds I was like, okay, because I felt them before. I was like, we'll deal with it's just fine, just lay here. And then it started getting worse, and then you hear the building like.
This is last year?
Yeah, or
Is
2
that
years
the same
ago.
one we felt?
Yeah.
Last year?
Exactly.
That was very long.
The crazy one, yeah. So, and then I'm like, because I think we talked about it on here. I got up and I was like, what are we supposed to, am I supposed to get under a door? I think there's actually one in the last year here that we talked about too, where it's like, are you supposed to get in the door?
Right.
And we looked it up and you're like, you're not supposed to get.
Do not get in the door.
Not get in a doorway. Right.
No.
That's what I had instructed Cutter to do, and that's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to get under a piece of furniture.
What's your initial, say somebody, you think somebody's breaking into your house. What's your initial, is it a fight or a flight?
I have a knife next to me. There's no flight.
I go full roly-poly, and I roll up, and I just wish it away. If you were going to break into my house, I have an advanced security system, so don't even try it.
And a dog.
Don't even try it, Greg. There's one guy out there.
Such a Greg move.
Yeah, and a dog who's never home. Greg, don't try it.
Don't try it, Greg. I pride myself in that I'm super chill in scary situations, because I always have, like, it's been proven that
like
I'm
that time you saved a rape victim.
Correct. I'm very calm.
What a hero.
However, the night of the earthquake, the most recent one, which was 4:29 a.m., I don't know why, but I woke up and I went, Cutter!
Wow.
And during the earthquake, he looked at me, he's like, what the fuck, Jamie? Like, relax.
Was he right there?
Right next to me.
Yeah.
But it was like a...
I'm at the point now where I'm just like annoyed with it. Like, I'm like, you woke me, like the world is shaking. And I'm like, you woke me up.
It's such a jarring thing. Every time something like that happens, I feel this big. Because I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
We have no control, really.
Well, that's why they say people like looking out at the ocean, and they love it when it rains because it makes you feel just so like all of my other problems I had 2 hours ago are such bullshit, you know, because everything is so.
That's why I like the movie Twister.
Yeah,
really puts it in perspective. I don't know if you guys have this, but I want to experience a disaster from a safe distance away. I want to see a nuclear bomb go off, but like where I won't get hit, you know?
Well,
that's probably going to be a tough
Is that stuff to set up?
To spectate.
No, I went on the Twister ride at Universal Studios. That's exactly what it is. Everyone stands in a room, and then there's this gate thing, and you watch a tornado happen, and things are flying by. There's like water and wind and all this stuff. It's exactly what you're talking about.
That was where?
At Universal.
Was that the same spot that they had the backdraft ride on?
Yes, I think it was the same location.
So long for
so long, but you know why? It's because you would go down Jurassic Park, get soaked, and then go do backdraft
and
to dry off.
That's the move.
To dry off.
You guys are so cute. We were driving home last week, and I told Kassem, I just built a dip station in my apartment.
Hell yeah.
And I'm like, so like,
check out this guy's tries right now.
Dip bars. Because
Rock hard.
It would be in a gym normally, and I saw them, they're like $40 on
dip station.
That's what it's called on the thing when I Amazon it, because I put in like, dips or whatever, and it's a dip station. So I tell Kassem, I'm like, I put in a dip station, and Kassem gives me this crazy look, and I'm like, yeah, it was like $40 on Amazon, and we're talking about it, and at the end of the conversation, he let me know, he's like, oh, I thought you were talking about like for chips. Because he said I was such a fat kid that he thought I put in this apartment that only I've been in 4 months, I built an entire dip station in my kitchen for chips.
Different dips for chips. Well, probably more for like vegetables.
He set up something with like a sneeze guard, little
My head
lids.
went to tobacco. Dipping.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because you're married to a baseball player.
He used to dip all the time.
No one ever knows what I'm talking about.
Ugh. Well, how's
hey,
the tries?
congrats
Are
on the
you-
exercise,
yeah.
buddy.
They're all right.
I saw you with your shirt off the other day. You look
TRX
good.
yesterday.
Oh yeah, thanks, buddy. You did TRX?
Yeah, you should get a TRX.
I like TRX.
Those are the bands.
No, it's you hook it up and they're not bands. They're like straps.
What is it? What is? Oh, it's a strap.
Bands to me are more like those rubbery ones. that
Right.
you-
They're bands, but they're not like elastic or
right. They're
sti-
straps.
style.
They're straps.
Yeah, yeah.
What's the look for?
You all right, Cass?
I don't know.
I want. Well, can we look up the definition of a TRX? Like, how does TRX brand themselves?
You know, Jamie
Should be as a dinosaur.
Jamie
What?
texted me. I should read the text. Jamie got really stoned the other night, and she's like, I've just been going through all the pajama pants stuff, and I'm so grateful. I love this podcast. And I was like, oh,
I did. I got super high, and I
Yeah, just texted
because
Rob.
I don't read comments ever. And I went to our Pajama Pants Instagram feed and was like reading all of the comments and stuff. And I was like, it's so cool that this means something to people.
Yeah.
Like this means something to me, but like just us here sitting, talking and, being vulnerable and honest and silly.
It just
and
started meaning something to me, but, but
well,
now,
same,
Yeah.
basically.
when we got sponsors.
as soon as we got more views and money started rolling in, I started.
Yeah,
to
you
care.
relaunched your YouTube page.
Yeah.
He's
I'm back.
feeling himself.
Big time. He came in with fucking sunglasses today.
Yep.
He's a whole.
The king is back.
Ay.
Subscribe.
If the, if
No, I
the-
actually lost a lot of subscribers, I think, when I posted because people were like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" Oh, you're still on.
they were just hanging in there because
Really?
they thought you were dead.
I lose subscribers every day. I'm gonna put more stuff on there. We're gonna get into a lot of stuff. We're gonna get
Can you
into
tease
aliens.
us with the stuff? Okay.
Well, yeah. I mean, I am.
Rob sent me a picture of the Bo drew you both pictures, and Rob put his up on the fridge.
Yeah.
And Bo drew Kassem because he said to me, "What is Kassem like?" And I said he likes video games,
Yeah.
aliens,
Yeah.
and Bigfoot. And he drew you a
Got
picture
all three of those in.
of Bigfoot and an alien playing Xbox together.
It was incredible. I have a photo of it. We'll throw it up. I couldn't put it on my fridge because I got a Sub-Zero stainless steel, and it's like the magnets don't.
So do I. I used tape.
Tape.
I put tape on my $10,000 fridge, but yeah,
Wow.
thanks. Yeah, I'll put it.
No wonder you lose subscribers. I just felt a couple fucking bounce myself.
I'll put it in a frame and put it on my nightstand.
So another thing I've realized lately is that Jamie loves.
Oh.
I send Jamie clips of herself from the podcast because I know she thinks it's hilarious. Jamie, you gotta look at this, and we'll put it up if it's worth it. If Jamie laughs, you have to look at this clip of you while you look at Kassem while he talks about video games.
Oh, God.
I love it. It looks like you're in a middle of an ayahuasca.
Well, Rob, let's preface this by saying you send me all these because I've told you in a vulnerable moment that I feel like I'm a non-factor
right.
In what?
in life. But
Yeah,
here,
life.
No, are
I
you
just
kidding?
feel like I'm
this
such
isn't
a
a show
non-factor.
without you. And the comments even
That's what I
say
say.
so.
That's
Yeah.
If
so
anything,
sweet.
I'm the
Well,
most
I just feel like
expendable,
I'm so vanilla.
which hurts.
All right,
know.
so just push play
Oh,
on the bottom.
shit.
I think
Look at my face at the top.
That's not. Your pussy's so dry in that photo.
Yeah,
I dried you up.
Kassem knows that look.
So does Cutter.
And I'm talking about video games, huh? Normally that gets them wet. You know, in countries like Korea and the esports stars there are bigger.
I'm talking about
than
esports.
anything. You know,
Okay.
they're like the. That's interest to me. That's your. That's me. That's your interested. No.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what I was throwing serious
Ever
shade.
since you got the ability to turn your neck back, I don't think I like that version of you.
Jamie.
Oh, by the way, everyone, I am better. Thank you for your concern. People were texting Rob for remedy.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
getting Instagram messages about like, hey, tell her she needs deep heat. She
No,
needs deep
double
heat. on that.
penetration.
I'm over the hump, you guys. Thank you so much. We found out it was because I have recently become a teeth grinder, and I'm
Congrats.
also a stomach sleeper, and that is a
Hell yeah.
Dangerous
lethal
combo.
combo.
Lucky for Cutter.
And I grinded my teeth at the perfectly wrong moment when I shifted my neck in my sleep and like basically like moved my neck up and over a nerve. I am better. I
So-
can move. Don't throw up when I look at Kassem anymore. It's great.
can't say the same for myself. Cass, I'm going to ask a question. Would you mind getting off your phone, or are we just...
I was going to pull something up. I was going to pull up a viewer comment on our Instagram, but no, let's skip over the engagement.
Are we doing...
if you're watching this, fuck you. And if you're sending us messages, fuck right off. We don't give a shit. Rob needs to ask.
This is new Cass, man. I don't want to say what's going on in his life because we're not allowed to talk about it,
We're not
but...
allowed to ask yet.
Don't talk about it.
Whole new guy.
Talk about it. I don't fucking care.
Whole new guy.
I don't fucking care, dude. Fucking talk
Whole new
about
guy.
it.
Let's just say there's a reason all of a sudden he's back on YouTube, if you know what I mean.
He's got some extra time.
Yeah.
Well, let's not beat around the bush. Let's just fucking get it out of the way.
Do it then.
No, I don't want to.
I don't want to get in trouble by saying it a certain way. You got to say it.
Kassem had a serious talk with us about we're not allowed to talk about...
No, I never said that. This is going to be a shocker to most of you who have listened to this podcast and know that I was in a relationship ever since we started this thing a year ago.
I'd loosely call it that.
We've decided to go separate ways. You know? And I want to talk to you guys out there. Those of you that are in a relationship where you're attracted to each other, you like each other, but you fear you may not be compatible with that person. And compatibility, according to this goddamn therapist that I pay $320 a session.
The one I sent you to?
The one you sent me to. Compatibility is really what it's about.
Yes.
You two people can really like each other. Can get along sometimes. But when it comes down to it, if your lifestyle, if they don't mesh well, it's going to cause a lot of friction.
Can you say like what lifestyle things weren't meshing? For those at home that might be in the same predicament as you. Or as you were.
I know I can. I can list them.
Well, Rob can, and
Go ahead, guys.
and I don't know if that's in his place. I can give an example. For example, one argument we had was I like to get up at 8 or 9 o'clock. She gets up at 6, and in her mind, before she starts work, which is like pretty much right away, she likes to connect in the morning, which I get.
Like sexy time?
No.
Oh.
Well, I mean, that connection, that could be connection. But I'm a very, like, I need sleep. Sleep for me, she can go on like 6 hours of sleep and be okay.
Right.
I need a good 8, 9. Oh. Yeah. And so if I'm up, it takes me like an hour by the time I get up, have a cup of coffee before like I'm Cass, before that I'm and I'm not.
You're just an ass.
I'm just ass. And I'm not all myself. And so that was a constant friction point. Was like she wanted me to wake up early, and I've built a life for myself where I'm lucky, very fortunate, privileged. I don't have to wake up early, and I cherish that because I used to have a job where I had to go wake up early and go do this thing, and I'm in a position now where I kind of get to wake up whenever I want, and I don't sleep until noon. I don't, I'm not a lazy, I don't get stoned. I don't I don't drink. I'm not hungover. I just get up at 8 or 9 and then,
your body needs that time.
I need it. I'm anemic. I have like low energy, low T, there's a lot of stuff, but if that person can't empathize with that and their only thing is like, well, I'm missing my connection time, it's a constant friction point. And that's just one of a few.
Maybe she was just sick of your whining.
Great person. She said,
this is just about the differences of people. This is not anything against.
And then she gave me an ultimatum. She said, it's either Rob or me.
Which
and I said, I'll have to get back to you.
Which also would mean you, James. Really. She's saying that without saying it.
Yeah. But her and I really only had a handful of interactions.
Me and her too.
Look, she's going to be
more
fine.
Than me.
She's going to be a big TV star. And when her show comes out, I want you guys to leave her death threats up and down the comment section.
Hell no.
No, we'll be fine. We're still okay. It's like we just have a lot of financial stuff
period. Yes.
that we've got to, and
can I say the truth, or are we gonna leave it at that? Listen, here's the deal. Kassem is like me. He wakes up, he does about 3 hours of stuff, and then he wants to sit in front of a TV for 12 hours. Well, that's the truth, babe.
Well, replace TV with like video games.
A screen. You want to sit in front of a screen
12 hours.
for 12
now you're
hours.
making me seem unappealing to my potential future
No, you're
wife
saying
out there.
it's not 12 hours because you change screens. You go from the video game to the TV, and then
it's
you don't count it.
It's a per screen.
No,
With
no,
your
no.
phone
Yeah,
sprinkled
right.
in
Babe,
there.
listen, I'm the same. I'm the same way, but she doesn't like TV.
She doesn't like TV. She doesn't like to sit still. She's a go-getter, and she's very successful
She doesn't
because of that. But she
like,
just has a hard time sitting still, and she hates movies and TV, which is a very...
So the therapist is saying that she needs somebody that's similar to her energy like that?
Well, he just says...
Because isn't there a thing
says
behind
we
it being
we
like
both-
balancing each other out?
Well, I mean, we tried. We did.
Okay.
We did it together with the therapist, and then we tried that,
Mm-hmm.
and there's just it didn't take.
Here, wait, we got an email. That's perfect.
I'm guessing this is a relationship related email. But look, I don't need your sympathies. I'm doing fine. I'm the king of YouTube. I'm back. I have a rock hard body, and I'm
He's
ready.
getting 9 hours of sleep.
I'm getting 9. I'm not getting 9 to 10, except when there's an earthquake or
When do you think someone's breaking in?
somebody's breaking in, and I
Greg.
roll up and
You
just
definitely
give up on life.
Fucking Greg.
If somebody did break in, I'd rather be sleeping next to Lindsay than sleeping next to you.
For
I'll tell you
sure.
Oh
that.
yeah, I think that's most of what kept us together was I felt protected by her.
She would
Yeah.
be like, "Rah!"
Now that you could afford, now YouTube's up, you could afford that security system. It's like, see you later.
Yeah.
She doesn't enjoy your like number one passion. I feel like that's
Video games?
just video games, movies, TV, any of it. Like Kassem,
So what's
Kassem
the type
YouTube.
of girl then, though, that you think you... Like, what is the partner that you need to... 'Cause I don't know. Like, I'm not down with the idea. Like, I need somebody that wants everything I want or, like, will fit into my lifestyle. I think that there's got to be a little, like...
But not when it's your biggest thing. Like if your biggest passion is something I hate, it's gonna be. And also, she's a very like go getter. I want to work and this. And Kassem's more of like a chill. LA lives by the
Yeah.
beach. He wants to kind of.
Yeah.
Well, it's tough when you
Okay,
don't
you want
share
to talk about it, Cass? I mean,
any.
fine.
Well, that face you made when I was talking about esports, I saw that face. I saw that face a lot. Talking about aliens. She doesn't believe in disclosure. Anything the Pentagon is releasing, she doesn't buy into. She doesn't believe in off-world vehicles that have been captured and reverse engineered to develop a lot of our technology.
So these are all deal breakers.
Just get somebody that you have are your big things. As long as your big things you guys can share, the rest you can compromise on and meet in the middle. Didn't seem like there was a lot of room, and I did a lot of but you wouldn't know it listening to this podcast because we spent a lot of time making fun of her.
I've always said I loved her. and I did.
you.
But so, ladies, if you're willing to
It's either her or me,
live
Jamie.
by Kassem's rules, the good thing to know is he is manscaped, thanks to the Lawnmower 3.0.
Yeah, being single, it's more important
Than ever, Cass, for your premium electric trimmer that's designed to give you the confidence boost we're all seeing through body image.
That's right.
It's waterproof. It comes with an LED light, so you can manscape in the shower, in the dark, or in a dark shower.
Yep.
They've also released their Shears 2.0 nail kit. I love a nice manicured hand.
Yeah, and
Appreciate that.
It comes with a few things here that I've never seen men have all together. They may have pieces of this,
Sure.
but if you are a man or a woman that has the body of a man, you should have tweezers, round point scissors, clippers, and a nail file. These are all things that do not make you any less of a man. They just make you smoother and soft to the touch. Because if you take those fingers and you're taking those downstairs on a girl and you've got these jagged little hard angled edges on there, you're doing no one any favors. So
Right.
do yourself a favor and get the Shears 2.0 package.
Nail kit, yes.
It's important. It's new. And if you're like me and your eyebrows like to meet every few weeks, you got to pluck. You got to get these guys plucked.
Yes. And also, if you go to their website, they have the Crop Preserver, which is the anti-chafing ball deodorant and moisturizer. It will help you tame that summer swamp ass
It's great when you say
that
that.
no one wants. And the Crop Reviver, which is a testy toner. It's like having cologne that's designed for your balls. So in our listeners of this show will get 20% off and free shipping with the codes PJPants20 at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code PJPants20. It's time to grab 2020 by the cojones by shaving that front trunk.
Support the people that support the show, people.
And who else supports the show? Let's just quickly, or not quickly, let's give the time that they deserve to Braddock USA. Our friends over at Braddock, the debate is over. We need reusable, affordable, and comfortable masks, and they've got you covered with their mask and daily face covers and scarves. They are so comfortable, the most comfortable, breathable, and affordable masks produced right here in the USA. So if you go check out their website, BraddockUSA.com, you'll see they already have great prices, but for a limited time, they're offering an additional 20% off with promo code PJPants. Again, that's 20% off your entire order with promo code PJPants at BraddockUSA.com, BraddockUSA.com, with promo code PJPants.
Thanks, Braddock.
Where's the email?
Hold on, Gabby was holding up a sign and I don't get it.
There's an email of somebody that wants to date
I looked through the email.
Oh, only I can read it?
I thought that was someone who wanted to date me. See, I'm so
Only
fucking, I'm
Jamie
such a
can read
narcissist.
this.
No, there's enough of those.
I'm such a narcissist.
There's
This is
enough
the
of those.
sweetest. Oh, sent at 4:44 a.m., by the way, which is my favorite time of day, 4:44.
AM?
Well, at either one. This means something. This is a sign I'm taking it. Only Jamie can read this because her voice is soothing. Hi, guys. Love the show, but this is for Rob. Hi, Rob.
What are you talking about, Gab?
I was watching the
Great.
show last week, and you said you might be ready to get back into the dating game. Jamie, I'm giving you virtual endless bulls on dealing with Kassem and fuck sleeves. That was wild. I'm not good at making myself stand out on paper, so here it goes. For starters, like I told Kassem, I'm Canadian. Yes, I DM'd Kassem, and he told me to email the show.
Oh, yeah.
I don't live in Toronto, but it's close enough, I guess. I'm 23. I hope that's not too young. I think
23?
That's okay.
For Rob?
You.
I thought she's trying to ask out
no,
Rob.
it's Rob.
I'm confused.
Let me finish. Truthfully, I know nothing will come of this, but at the same time, I have absolutely nothing to lose. Right on, girl. But on the real, I'm a cheap date. I'm a vegetarian, and I'd be happy with some French fries. We could have a first date by watching WWF. I fuck hard with The Undertaker. And 98 Day Fiance. Is that another show?
That was what we titled one of our episodes.
Oh, with some good water and snacks. I'm no LA girl, but I'm easy to please. Ending this novel on that note. I don't know if all Canadians are dirty bitches, but I'm significantly dirty. I'm as serious as a heart attack. I have the biggest crush on Rob. Wishing y'all a beautiful and sunny Thursday or whatever the day this is being read.
Well, normally you'd want to send some photos, too.
Wait, Gabby, how was that?
I'm confused with the formatting.
Okay, because I'm like, I just have the instinct that Gabby's smarter than me, so I'm like, what am I missing here?
Unfucking believable.
Well,
So her
Bobby.
plan was to not send a photo?
no, I don't think she said that.
She sent me a message
She
on
DM'd
Instagram,
him
and
to
she
try
said,
to get
"Hey,
to
can
you.
you get to Rob?" And I was
Do you
like,
have her
"Cool."
pic?
Kassem is so
I think her profile's private.
Kassem is so let down. He thought it was gonna be some chick who wanted to bet. See,
Well,
this is just
no,
this.
because
This
we haven't
podcast
put
is
it out
going in
there.
all.
We
Let me see
haven't
what
put
we
it
got
out there
here. Here, I got
into
something.
the
I
YouTube
got
verse
something that
and
might
the
cheer him
podcast
up.
verse that he's single. So now it's out there.
Here.
That Kassem's single.
This is all you guys.
Kassem and JL need to talk.
Who?
Hey,
JL.
started listening to the podcast during the Pendy because I had started watching The Sopranos, which I loved, and just searched for new Sopranos related vids on YouTube and found this. I haven't missed an episode since. Unfortunately, I was disappointed with the latest episode, especially with Kassem's behavior.
Yeah.
The way JL felt uncomfortable throughout the episode by
you're
him
JL.
trying to force the pocket pussy on her and all the references. She was even trying to stay away as much as possible throughout the episode. At one point, he even said, "I'm bored with the podcast," and JL gave him that look. I hope JL and KG have a talk where she can just set the red lines. If this doesn't happen, I think she will eventually leave. If not now, then after a couple of episodes. Robert's dying laughing.
Speaking of, you want to get out of here. Do you want to read the one that you have? The DM that said that me and you aren't going to be friends anymore.
Oh, yeah.
That's a perfect.
People are really worried about Kassem's relationship
I want you to
with all of
respond.
us.
I want you to
Okay,
respond
I will
to that.
respond. I appreciate your defense of me. That being said, I can handle this shit. I grew up with two older brothers. I've always been around dudes. My husband treats me like I'm a dude. Like everyone assumes, like
Hell yeah.
I can handle it. But I will vocally say when I don't like something. So we're still friends.
For now.
You're very soft.
Manscaped.
I just 20 minutes ago said I had a rock hard body. Now you're gonna say I'm soft?
No, your skin, it's like lotioned.
Well, I just showered.
Oh.
But
Well,
here's
mine's not.
the way I look at it is like,
We're the same skin.
when somebody
Great.
when somebody is sitting with their two friends,
Right.
they could say I just feel like people feel the need to like stand up for people and it's like
I appreciate that he saw that I was horrified by all the vaginas.
Okay.
but also
rolling at my-
we've all had something uncomfortable happen to us on this podcast and unfortunately had to edit it out. So Jamie not only has her best friend here to protect her,
Correct.
but from Kassem, but also
Yeah, I'm a predator.
If there was anything that she was ever like, we got this.
Hey,
Thank
our
you.
bond, the three of us.
Robert knows. Like
Jamie,
he
can you
starts to
shut
see
up?
my eyes.
Can you just shut up for a second? Jamie, shut the fuck up. Our bond, the three of us, is stronger than any comment or message you're gonna send our way. Okay? Who's the name of that email?
Don't give it to him. All right, what's the DM we got that you?
Whole pig? Whole pig is the name of that email. Any message, Whole pig, that you want to send, any dagger you want to sling our way, it'll never get in between the Kevlar-like strength that the three of us have together. Understood, Whole pig? HOPIG. This is from somebody named Jesse on Instagram. After listening to the most recent
wait,
podcast,
Jamie-
will you stop interrupting me, goddammit?
Oh, what happened to the Kevlar? I think you sent this in our group chat, is what I want to say.
Right.
And so I'm sorry, I did interrupt you. I shouldn't do it.
After listening to the most recent podcast, I have a prediction. Rob and Kassem, Kasim, stop being friends. I can sense a brewing tension that's developed over the past few podcasts between you two. I hope I'm wrong, but I get the sense you two are realizing how annoying you find one another. More so Rob undermining Cass. Look, Jesse's got a point, and no, I'm just, you can't, it doesn't matter. I don't feel like, I've seen comments like this before. Me and Rob are stronger than you could ever imagine, especially right now. And you, Jesse, and Hope Pig, and you people that you think you see some sort of dynamic that's happening that you're tapping into, it's not actually happening. We're strong, right?
It's a conspiracy, babe.
It's a conspiracy, Jesse.
Yeah.
And we've never been stronger, right?
Never.
No, we've never. Exactly.
He
So
came
go
over
ahead.
my house.
Yeah, I came over.
He actually came. He didn't cancel
and I got
right
naked
before.
in your bathroom. And I pulled out my wiener and I rubbed it on all your nice soft towels that you got.
Your son got naked and sat right on my knee.
He sat on my head.
Yeah,
naked
what'd
in
you
the pool.
say? That was the hardest I've laughed in a long time.
I don't remember, but I do remember you telling me in the pool that I looked like a juggalo. Because my hair was like wet and in my face. And you're like, dude, but here's the thing too.
Yeah.
People say like, oh, poor Kassem. It's always poor Kassem because he plays
No,
this
it's
fucking.
not.
Yeah, it is. Especially Rob undermining Kassem. In the last episode, Kassem says to me, I'm bipolar. 2 seconds later.
Who cares?
2 seconds later, I go, I'm like, you're a dummy. And you both are like, whoa. Like, oh, you can't. It's just because I'm like
You're the
aggressive.
angry one, dude.
Yeah, I get fired up. And people think, but Kassem is meaner to me than I am. Yeah.
That's not true. I'm a support.
I
I
had a thing of Kassem gaslighting me, and I was gonna have Gabby pull it for this episode, and I decided not to because Kassem's going
Why?
through.
Because I called you bipolar?
Kassem's going through a really hard time, and I
He
wanted to
seems
be.
fine to me.
Well, that's because I'm
So
not
hard.
hitting him
The
with
only
the.
thing that can snap me out of it is beautiful women sending me photos.
Say that again, just in case someone didn't hear it, Cass.
Just hot nude photos. Don't. Well, I got an email. It's titled Breakups. Love the podcast. Started watching after seeing Jamie and Rob take their Ubers to your mom's house. Love your guys' chemistry, sense of humor, and point of view. I recently parted ways with my girlfriend of 3 years, my first relatively long-term relationship, and I'm having trouble coping. We had our problems towards the end, but I'm not quite sure if I'm experiencing heartbreak or just general loneliness. The quarantine timing of the breakup is additionally spirit-breaking. Jamie mentioned going through a rough divorce, so I was hoping to hear about how she dealt with the fallout. Also, if you all had other breakup experiences you'd like to share, it would definitely help me come to the realization that I'm dealing with something that almost every human has gone through. I'd really appreciate to get your feedback so I can get Tony John's voice out of my head. Rob will know what I mean. We up out of here. Thank you. P.S. Hopefully Kassem and Lindsay won't break up despite Kassem's mental and physical bruising.
Wow,
This is email.
This is a
Taylor from Albuquerque,
Jamie,
New Mexico.
Jamie, bring us back.
Yeah.
Come on. Say
Okay,
something.
so a broken heart is the fucking worst. Whether you are the person that like initiates the breakup or you get broken up with, I've been on both ends of it. It's one of the more difficult things to go through. I mean, you're grieving the end of a relationship. And I always think the weirdest part is like, oh, I shared all of this time of my life with someone and now they're like off in the world and like gone with like all this, a big piece of me. And I was always very uncomfortable with that until I just learned to have peace about it after enough breakups. But my divorce, I mean, honestly, the divorce was a bigger breakup more because of the financial and like the embarrassment, I think. Like just like the like
Because it was more public.
yeah, and
Yeah.
everyone knew and I was so young and I'm sure everyone was thinking like, ugh, of course you should have fucking known. But like, and also, you know, it always sucks after any breakup when people are like, ugh, thank God. And I'm like, what? Why didn't
Yeah.
anybody say anything to me? But of course, they're not going to say something when you're with someone. I mean, it's
Rob
all
does.
of that kind of stuff. But for me, just the financial stuff and like it being so public was the hardest part. But breakups in general are hard. And I think I was talking to a girlfriend of mine the other day, and I think what's most hard about this pandemic, aside from like obviously people getting ill and everything else happening, is we don't have our normal escapes that we all have in our daily lives that help us. You know what I mean? Whether it's going out with friends or big social gatherings, like those little things that help you get through life. And so we're being forced to sit and deal with our shit. And so the fact that we're being forced to sit and deal with our shit and dealing with a breakup on top, I feel for you, but I mean, it's going to get better. It's a cheesy thing, but like, what else can
Only
I say?
time.
It's gonna get better.
Only time. And there will always be a period, whether or not you think it's heartbreak, there's always a sad part that is, like you said, it's a grieving and it's
Yeah.
a mourning, because then you start thinking about all the good times.
Yep.
You know, and then you got to snap yourself out of it. There was a reason you did what you
Yes.
did, and it didn't just come to that point out of nowhere. It had to get bad enough for you to make that decision or the other person to make that decision. And then naturally you're going to feel lonely and you're going to be wondering what that other person's doing. And then you're going to have an urge to reach out, totally natural. You can, I mean, it's up to you on how you want to deal with it. But with time comes a sort of like a closure that only like
Healing.
weeks and maybe months can
Yeah.
give you.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be $320.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please. Here's, and by the way, I don't chime in on people's relationships while they're in it, Kassem. What I do is I answer cries for help. And that's what I felt you were coming to me with
Right.
constantly.
Yeah.
Constantly. I mean, just.
I was your reality show. You
I mean,
love
it was
tuning
just-
in every
Well,
week.
because I would sit down in the car and go, "How's your week, babe?" And you would start to go on for 15 minutes about your relationship, and then you go, "But I don't want to talk about it." And I'd be like, "But I didn't ask you about. I just asked you how your week was," and that's
Right.
what he made it seem like. But anyway,
Just roll with it, dude.
with we're talking about relationships now. I want to know. Let's say the three of us moved in together. How long do you think it would work out, and who do you think?
It
what
would
do you
be the
think
most fun.
What do you think the first fight would be? And how long would it take?
It'd be very hard to get in a fight with me.
I feel the same. Yeah.
I'm pretty
Unless I started
easygoing.
drinking again, then bang.
I'm pretty easygoing. I'm used to living with multiple men that have different needs.
Hell yeah.
Like, so I'm bouncing
yeah.
around giving them. So, and I thrive on like being the woman of the house. Like I thrive on being the queen in the sense like I love cooking and everybody being like, "Great dinner, mom." Like
Yeah.
I love being like, "Oh, I washed that for you. It's folded in your like." like all that shit that like women are probably pissed, like I'm taking you back, but like it makes me feel good to like do that for them and be that woman. So I think I would be an amazing house mom.
Can I tell you, I hooked up with a girl one time.
Long time ago.
Very long time ago. And from the time I went to the bathroom and came back after whatever, she had folded my clothes and put them on the corner of the bed, and I'll never forget her.
Oh.
Forever. It was, like 10 years ago, and I was like, wow, no girl has ever done that before.
Really?
That's a hot
No.
tip for all you ladies
But-
out there
and it was-
listening. Sending in emails to Robin, not me. Make sure you fold his clothes.
It was
Once he
maybe
fucking-
2 So Vegas had me and Kassem fighting as roommates as the favorite,
Yeah,
I think.
tell me about your roommate Sitch.
So you think we would fight first? What would the fight be about?
Well,
Me and Rob would fight?
Well, yeah. What would your fights be about?
Because none of us.
Food?
Here's the thing.
Food.
No.
He ate your food.
No,
You ate his
never.
food?
I would never do that. None of us party.
Right.
None of us are loud. I
Right.
watch TV really loud. That could be very annoying, but I would
Fine.
make sure to do it.
I like the sound of TV on.
Do we have our own separate rooms
You
with
guys
our
wanna-
own
you
TVs
guys
in
wanna
our
do
rooms?
this?
We sleep on in the same bed. All three of us.
Yeah. One
Yeah, like
twin
explain
size
to
bed.
me what how big is the place?
we,
like,
we all have our own room.
Okay.
It's, we share like a kitchen and a living room, I think.
okay, so it's like a 3-bedroom apartment.
Yeah. Or let's say we have a house. Let's
Like
say
my house?
Yeah. Let's say we.
I
Your
need-
house
I
is
need
so
a
big. We could-
visual.
Oh, with that pool too? Oh, we'd be.
Yeah.
We'd be fine.
Cass would be giving me eyes by the pool.
That would be Love Island.
If the three of us moved in together, how long do you think before it would start? One of us would be like, I gotta get the fuck out of here, and not pandemic life, regular life.
I don't know. I like to be alone, but like
Me too, but
I
that's-
also know how to isolate within a home where people are in. I mean, I'm probably built for this sort of thing. I'm
I think
happy.
This would be like the most seamless roommate situation ever.
So we might have to do some like Big Brother shit, where
Yeah.
the three of us. And when next time Cutter and
But it
your
would be
kids go
so
away-
boring because we'd always be like, "Hi."
I know.
what's up?" We'd
We
be
just-
laughing,
we don't
we'd
do
be happy.
anything.
Yeah, Cutter would come pick me up every once in a while to say hi to the kids.
Yeah.
You might get mad at me for like clogging up the drain or something in the shower,
We don't have our own bathrooms.
Well,
If we had to share a bathroom, that where it could get a little tricky.
I keep my bathroom. I'm medium. I keep it clean. I close the toilet bowl when I flush, to keep poop particles from.
Yeah. I
That's-
mean, you saw what my fridge looks like. You said
Yeah.
you're messy.
Very organized.
great.
It's almost like color coded.
Yeah,
There's
pretty
like
much. It's
three
Very
grapes
easy
in
to
a
relax.
baggie.
Your house just has so much room to lay down.
Correct.
To be comfortable. There's no hard edges because you have kids and everything's sort of like
Everything's
there's
foamed.
foamed around. Yeah, it's very easy to relax there. You have a dog that Rob can actually be around.
Who does nothing but
Very
just sit
important.
next
I could
to you.
rent my place out and we could funnel that revenue into a
Me too.
a fund.
I could just give. Yeah. I could just give up my.
Maybe
place.
this is your new YouTube channel.
Yeah. Wow.
Little live feed.
I like it.
You guys, Big Brother starting August 5th. Just telling you.
Would you do that show? Would you go on it?
No.
Kassem says he has a problem being sexy, like in real life when he was doing acting. What would you? I want to hear you give him some tips.
This is funny because as soon as you said that, hi guys, big fan of the podcast.
Who's
I'm nursing a
interrupting him?
semi. Is there any chance you could take your shirt off?
Me?
No,
Or just
me.
whoever?
If no, I understand. It'll make or break my jerk sesh. Thanks, Derek.
Well, he
That's
probably
to you?
Yeah.
He probably sent that 2 weeks ago. So if he's still got that, he might want to see a doctor.
If you want to follow my OnlyFans, I might start one.
So James, if Kassem,
So I'd like, watch the movies. Like, I think you gotta do like a little lip bite, a little like. You've got the hair. to
the
do
thing
that
is
with.
when I drank, I had no problem tapping into that sort of persona, the sexy guy.
Can you practice on me? Like, let's
No.
say I'm at a bar.
yes,
No
I'm
way.
this is it. We're bringing this fucking episode back from the gutter, babe.
I'm at a bar.
Yes.
And you see me, and I'm looking cute, and you want to pick me up,
And by the way, let me tell you something.
or I'm at like Earth Bar, whatever bar you want.
One of the
you know what I'm
one
saying?
of the 5 times in my life that I looked at Jamie in a sexual way, she told me a story about her and her, I think it was your ex-husband, would do a thing where she would go to a bar and she would just be sitting there having it. Look, she's biting her lower lip right now. She's doing her own fucking material. She would sit at the bar like she was just, and he would have to come and pick her up,
Yep.
and they would fucking go bang up in a hotel room.
Yep.
At
One
the-
of 5 times.
At the hotel.
You've looked at her sexually?
Well, because it's just there's no. Yeah, we don't.
No, that was one. What are the other?
Oh, when her nipple was hanging out of a picture, and
yeah.
I went and talked to her. I
hell
don't. There's just there's a couple. I think one happened in here where she did. Like she talks about sex. But okay, so. And
hell yeah.
And,
I don't know how to do it.
And action.
What are you drinking there?
Nothing.
True.
Oh, can we get a? What do you want? A juice? You look like you drink a lot of juice. Pineapple juice. Get 2 pineapple juices.
Sure, coming right up.
Thanks. I thought I was talking to the guy in the back.
I know, but
I was under
this is the bartender.
Yeah, I was under the bar.
Oh yeah.
So I'll go back to
2 pineapple juices. Do you want the pineapple in there? Like,
no, thank you. I don't take bar fruit.
Let me say, you guys are a beautiful couple. I don't know if you're married or what. Or
no, thank you.
We don't know each other.
Oh, not yet.
I'm so sorry. Well,
yeah. Hey, I'm Cass.
Hi, Jamie.
Hi, Jamie.
Cass?
Cass.
Nice to meet you.
Sorry, I just get an account services call. I owe some money. I haven't paid my UCLA medical bill in a while.
Oh.
Yeah. I got a herpes test. Waiting for that result to come back. Anyways, you come here. I've seen you here. You always come, you and like a couple friends.
I've never actually been here before.
And then you leave, and then you go back. You go back to your home in the valley, and you go, and then it's the driveway with you got the big tree out in front. I think there's a couple other people in there with you.
Yeah, that's my family.
Just
my
kidding.
husband.
The stalker thing is it's a joke. Never really works, but just gauging. You look like you have a sense of humor. Do you?
Believe it or not, I do.
Yeah.
When things are funny.
All right. If I'm going to just be real with you for a second,
Yes,
I just
please.
thought you were one of the most beautiful creatures I've ever seen.
Okay, thank you.
And I study a lot of creatures.
Do you?
Bigfoot.
Is it for a living?
Anything cryptid.
For a living.
Well, I'm trying.
What if you were to study
It's actually
sound?
not bringing any money in right now, but
I can imagine.
with some hard work and some elbow grease.
There it is.
This isn't the only ashy part of my body.
Oh, and here's your pineapple juices and
2 juices. Hey, what do you say we do that thing where we put your drink through my arm?
By the way, I'm a subscriber. You're on YouTube,
You're
right?
a fan of YouTube?
Wow.
Absolutely.
Do you know his videos?
I don't.
Oh man, you are sitting there. You are my favorite. My kids love you.
Yeah,
I mean, really.
Yeah, well, I got an older audience
do you have
too.
A kids channel?
Yeah, I do.
All ages.
Oh.
I like to think I skew a little older. My demo has been described as 18 to 24, 34.
I heard on your podcast you're
demo.
recently single, also, right?
Oh, you have a podcast
Yeah.
too? Oh, cool.
This
What's
is
it
my
called?
roommate Rob.
No, I'm just a huge fan. Really.
What's your podcast called?
It's called Pajama Pants.
Pajama Pants?
This isn't gonna work.
Oh, does she not say it the
She
way we
didn't
say it?
No, I say pajama.
Oh.
Oh, you say pajama?
Yes,
Yeah,
that's the
good
way
luck
to
in the
say it.
future, bitch.
Okay, fuck you, dick.
Wow, that was
Cass, good
And
luck,
so as
man.
you can see, there is a lot I need help with. I had an acting
We need a
teacher.
dating coach.
I don't need a dating coach. I've never needed. I am so good with girls.
Well, you know what it
All
is?
of
The truth is he's got fucking Instagram and DMs, and that's why he'll be all right.
Yeah.
Without that, we might
Isn't
need
that a
some.
shame that's
Yes, it is.
I would like to go out and meet
Yes.
a how
If it's like that?
the relationships that I know have really worked are when you get vetted by a girl and she
Yes.
has friends and they're
You need
like,
a
you got to
reference.
meet this guy, he's so great, he's
Correct.
a little weird and I think he really likes aliens, but you should meet him because he also he cares and
He's got a podcast.
he's got a podcast and he makes fucking money.
Jamie's trying to hook me up right now with somebody. We're things are.
I know, we're working on it.
Things might happen.
I there's a part of me that doesn't want it to work out because I lose my buddy.
Oh,
No, you'll get me
really?
even more. She'll force me out more.
Why? Do you
I can't
guys
stay
talk
home
all
more.
day? Do you guys talk all day?
Me and him?
Every day?
No.
No. Not
Yeah,
until he gets in the car.
Am I gonna get jealous of like how close you are?
Me and him?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Why would you get jealous?
I don't know.
We can tag team his friendship.
I know he can be both our
Imagine
friends. I
you
just
got
wanna
him
know.
bent over. You're BFing him. You're hitting him from the back as a friend, and then you go, "Oh, I'm tired." You tag me, and I come in. I start 69ing him with my friendship. We both of us together can handle that. Yeah,
I have a question. This came up on a podcast I did earlier this morning.
What's the name of that podcast?
BJ? Do you count a BJ
Mama said.
BJ if it's to completion or if it's just like pre-sex? Do you still count it as a BJ?
I've had this argument with my ex.
See, mine is
Let
to
me tell you
completion.
something. This podcast just turned the corner. Jamie-Lynn for the first time brought up the sex talk on her own. So all
And
those
I'm
emails.
uncomfortable.
Do I get something?
No, I'm uncomfortable. I don't.
Yeah,
think I, can take
I would
this.
like some emails about, hey, maybe
What's
Kassem
the
and
farthest
Rob.
this way I can go and still
Are you
be in
feeling
frame?
violated?
Maybe we're uncomfortable with the blow. It's my penis, and if it goes in a girl's mouth, it doesn't matter if I finish or not. I don't want to talk about it.
I just want to know your.
No. Here's the truth.
Will you kiss a girl after she swallows your
course.
your load?
Yeah.
Right after?
Yeah.
No
well,
rinsing?
I mean, not like not like if that's like a move she's trying to do. Like, I still have some here, but like, 10 seconds.
And no rinse.
No, because
No.
after when you're dating a girl, after a while, like you don't want to, you want to make her feel like what she just did is so disgusting, because then she
Jamie,
doesn't
what
like
do you
doing
think?
it.
What do you think about that? I think she almost threw up.
About what, James? About
I don't know. I don't
She-
know what I think about it.
We're not talking snowballing where we spit it back and forth until it becomes a.
well, here's the deal, Jamie. You open this door, James. We're
I
just
know.
kicking
I
it
wanted to answer
down.
my question.
Wait, here. Okay, so here's the deal. I'll tell you why a blowjob counts if you don't have to come. Is because let's say I meet a girl, and I take her back to my place. She blows me a little, then we have sex, and somebody says, "Hey, did you get a blowjob from her?" Of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I say no, and then it was like, "Oh, but she had my dick in her mouth," of course, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's
I don't count it.
If I can hop in here for a second, because I've had this conversation. I do consider that a if a guy was to ask me, did that girl give you a blowjob? I'd say she blew me. I wouldn't say it was a job. Now, to me, the best part about a blowjob is the impromptu blowjob, when it comes out of nowhere and it's not necessarily foreplay and before sex, and maybe it's in the car, or maybe it's like maybe you're just sitting there, you're in the kitchen, just something randomly happens, and then she does it to completion. Now that is a blowjob.
Correct.
Okay, well, here's a great point that I think. Wow,
we agree on this.
You two make a great couple. Has anyone ever?
I could throw a baseball.
So here's what I think. Here's what I think is a great point that you just brought up, which is, I don't know if you exactly said it, but the point of the blow job, the job part, is probably swallowing that cum, because that is fucking nasty.
You don't even have to swallow.
Right. But I mean, even just getting the cum in the mouth. That's horrible, Like, if a girl loves you, she should love sucking your dick. But still, if she loves you, the cum in the mouth is just disgusting.
That's nice of you.
It's nice of her to carry it, somewhere.
Yeah,
Go spit it.
I
Yeah,
don't expect
that's the
you to
move.
swallow it. I really don't. I will. You give me one blowjob, I will reciprocate with 2 to 3 oral for you. That's how much I
Buy
love
one, get
blowjobs.
2 free.
You get It's a BOGO situation where it's like, well, I don't know, a threefer, where I'm going down on you and
That's like a liquidation sale.
But it's also
like a
different
going out
because-
of business
That's
sale.
right.
You just came. Everything must go. You just came out of a relationship where the girl didn't like blowing you. So
Well,
it's different,
yeah,
because
don't-
I feel like
I look.
Do you
man,
take a very long
I'm so glad
time?
she doesn't. No, not really. There's a technique to it. A lot of girls think that there's no hand involved. There is hand involved.
until I say, take your fucking hand away.
The part of all that saliva and then the hand doing the thing. I'm trying to be more
I
respectful
appreciate it. I know you are.
of you. Before I go, I like to have that friction. Some girls just only, and it's just mouth only, and it takes longer.
Well, I also think some girls pretend to be bad at blowjobs so they don't have to do it all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, look at it. Jamie's like, did you read our fucking book? Yeah, I know.
Well, it sounds
know
like Cutter
what-
takes a while.
No, it's more than anything. It's, look, I only have got an allotted amount of time. I would much rather be having sex.
Okay, so here's the deal. You
Yeah.
said that unbasic sex for you is where it's just like, hey, we release the things our bodies need to release and we go back to watching TV.
Yeah.
Right? So I have 2 questions. How long does that take? And also, does it always have to be both of you that release? Or sometimes you're like, listen, I know he needs to...
Yeah.
Yeah,
Usually
what?
I'm like, I'm fine, baby. Like, We're good.
I always feel bad.
Yeah, he does too, and I promise you, I'm fine. Like I'm so.
I don't know
happy
if
to,
that
like,
I'm
cuddle
fine,
and go to
baby
bed.
is like passive aggressive.
No,
or-
never. I'm never
yeah.
passive aggressive.
So is
about
this
it.
like 5 minutes? It could be.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, a basic is like 5
Well,
minutes.
what
Yeah.
pleasure do you get from it?
Just knowing that he got off.
well, here's the deal.
That's enough for you?
Yes.
Girls can have okay sex without coming, but can girls have bad sex while coming, or does
No.
an orgasm mean it was always good?
An orgasm is very mental for me. Like it has like I can get, I guess, easily distracted.
It's mental.
It's mental.
Absolutely mental vibes. Do you know what I mean?
Orgasms is mental.
Absolutely mental. I'm straight chuffed.
For me, it's like mental.
Very good.
So,
Mental.
Yeah, 5 minutes is just the getting it done.
okay. And have you ever had sex with a guy where you had an orgasm, but you were like, ugh, like that was not good?
No. I can't have an orgasm if it's not good.
So when you said with your ex-husband you would do that stuff where like you'd show up at a bar and do you still do that stuff with Cutter, or that's old? That's like out of the.
No, we used to do like the Ambien role play sexy time.
Oh, so you'd be sleeping and he would fuck you.
No. Have you ever had ambient sex?
Did I?
Do you know I have an alter
Jambian?
ego?
Jambian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jambian is
Sounds
good
like
times.
Jambian is a really good
She's
time.
really fun. She's really fun. If she's alone, I don't know, Jambian has not made an appearance in quite a number of years. I'm going to say that.
When you're always exhausted, what's the need?
Yeah.
Jambian, when she was alone, used to like call people and like play her ukulele. Like
While she was
I thought
getting fucked?
She was going to say something
no,
else. Yeah.
like
Yeah.
when she was alone. I was
I'll
saying.
call people, jack off on the phone.
But Jambian, like with Cutter, was like, and only with Cutter, by the way, I ever did Jambian sexy time. We got pregnant with Bo.
Oh, so it works. So technically,
and
Jambian's the
we
mom.
role played.
What's the role play?
Well,
It was. This is not the role play. This
He's
is
like, you're
actually
gonna
where
get this
we
fucking
were.
abortion.
We were in Thanksgiving in New York, and everyone had gone to bed, and we were like doing the dishes, whatever.
Wait, this is the role play or real?
No, this is real. And we popped an Ambien. We were staying in the basement at my parents' house, and we popped the Ambien, and I was like, "Do you want to try
So sexy.
acting?" I was like,
the basement of your parents' house.
Do you want to try acting?
You want to try acting? Fuck yeah. I'm hard, dude.
You know, I've played baseball with you before. Can we
Cutter's
try
like,
acting?
Cutter's like, okay. This is stupid. And I basically was like, we're home from college, and you found out that my father passed away, and you're coming over to.
What? Yeah, babe, keep going. I'm almost there.
I'm gonna shoot.
Came over to pay respects. And, like, let's see if the spark's still there.
Well, it's kind
And
of
we got
hot throwing
pregnant.
death up in there.
I was under the influence of Ambien.
No, I like that. You know what's crazy? Out
I
of
get
all
your juice.
out of all the wild
Pretty
shit
much.
I've ever done, I don't know if I've ever really like full on role play. Like I've started and then it doesn't lead to it, but I've never done like a full on.
I don't think I full on like to the end role played either.
Have you? Is that a thing you guys do, Cass?
Just putting on a Spider-Man suit count.
Wow. Did you hang
You know,
upside down
do
in the apartment?
upside down Mary Jane kiss.
Wow.
Doesn't quite work with the mask because it's a face shell and it's like there's a whole thing and it's not just one of these. No.
Oh man, the Undertaker fans out there are wet right now.
Yeah,
Listening
hell yeah.
to this. She is just going nuts.
We have more emails.
yeah.
We have a stack. We're never gonna get through them.
Hi guys. Rob's newest / Kassem's oldest fan. I gave the podcast a shot after your appearance on Your Mom's House, and I've already binged the past 20 episodes. I usually only watch Your Mom's House and occasionally Rogan, so I'm glad I have something new that I enjoy just as much. I've never seen any.
Rogan head, Alpha Brain.
Are you done? I've never seen anything Jamie and Rob have done. Call me uncultured, but Rob is hilarious and their dynamic is really entertaining. I was so pleasantly surprised when I saw Kassem on here because I used to tune into all of his California On videos on YouTube so many years ago. Great to see you again, homie. Anyway, I can't wait to see where this podcast goes, and I'm really excited that I have the privilege of being a fan of the show from the beginning. Thanks for all the laughs and making my day significantly better. I'm writing this. Came up with 2 stupid names for fans. Piece of J's or Panties. Thanks again, Connor.
Piece of J's?
Piece J's or panties. I like panties.
I always thought that was one of the words along with moist that women hate.
No. They don't like cunt.
Moist panties.
No, I love when girls say
Yeah,
panties.
send us drop us a message in the Instagram. Maybe we'll do a poll.
What was the email about again? I just
No,
totally
they were
spaced
just-
it.
He
They
just
were
is a
saying,
fan.
hey, great
This
job.
one is a specific question, though.
Oh, heck
Hey,
yeah.
Rob, just stumbled across the podcast a couple of days ago. Doubt you remember, but we used to play a bunch of poker together at Aria back when you lived here. Working back through all the previous Pajama Pants episodes and loving it. Have you told the story about the girl and her suitcase and your bed in NYC on the podcast yet? If so,
Oh,
which
I've heard
episode?
this.
I also think it would be funny if you talked about some of your Vegas poker germ horror stories on air too sometime. Thanks again. Hope you're well,
With the
Noah.
germs.
It
Well,
says suitcase germs.
It's
question.
it's a thing for me, but I don't remember the specific story. But I know I have a thing where even if I'm watching a reality show and I see somebody take a suitcase and put it on a
the
bed,
bed.
Every episode of every reality
Ever.
show.
like they get to a hotel and immediately they take the suitcase and they put it on the bed, and it's so disgusting to me
wow.
because the suitcase is in the it's like getting thrown around and it's thrown with all the other people's bags, and there's just people going through it, and it's just so gross.
I Lysoled my mom's suitcase when she came here.
Oh yeah, your mom's here. How is having your mom here?
Great.
Yeah?
Great. Yeah.
Did she ask about me yet?
Not yet.
Okay. All right.
Not yet.
So when
Soon enough.
we were at your place, Kassem's like favorite thing of all time was your son splashed me, and when it hit me, my eyes closed, and he threw a football at my face.
Yeah.
And Kassem thought it was the
Who
funniest
did that,
thing.
Jack or
no,
Bo?
Bo.
Bo.
Kassem thought it was the funniest thing he had
Really?
It was
ever.
a two-pronged attack. It was the
Yeah.
it was the blinding. It was like in, I don't know, what is it, Bloodsport or Lionheart, where they like, and they get
Oh, that guy from Batman.
He did that when I got out of the pool on purpose, clearly.
And Rob was clearly irked, but really held it together. And then, if anyone else that wasn't your son had done that, there would have been some shit. But
Yeah.
Rob's like, okay, that's enough
So
pool
sorry.
for you.
No, it's all good. Kassem loved it. Kassem
Oh,
let out one of his
so good.
ha!
He
one of
just
his
had these
big-
like strings of hair in front of his face. He is like very Slipknotty, very, you just looked strange.
Emo.
Yeah, you looked like not you. And
Yeah, when your hair does get wet, you don't look like you.
But I don't know what to do with it.
it
Well,
looks
of course,
great
it's
today.
just
I
so
love
long.
it
It
today.
looks
This
great.
is one of my favorite looks.
Me too.
No, I mean I don't know what to do in the pool. Like it's not. I think it's too short to like tie it up.
No, yeah.
So what are you
could
supposed
do a
to
little
do?
man bun stitch.
Ugh, this is cringy. When you're getting ready to go somewhere and the girl's getting ready, and then you go to give her a kiss, and she's like, "No, I have my lip stuff on." I'm mad for the rest of the night.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Like I'm like, well then I don't want to kiss you at all.
Go ahead and send your dating profiles to askpajamapants
Yeah.
at gmail.com. And yes, he's easygoing, and as long as you don't wear lip gloss ever.
Take pictures of you in front of your Undertaker poster or who I was trying to think of another wrestler, but I don't know any.
How about Chris Benoit, Owen Hart, Eddie Guerrero?
Andre the
No, I know it's a Shawn Michaels.
Wrestling fans will get that.
Come on, Diesel. I know them all. I was spacing. Jamie, has that ever been an issue for you?
You know what? Getting ready for me is usually kind of stressful because I'm always only given like a very short amount of time to get ready. I very rarely do make myself up. And so like when I do and like he's coming in, I'm like, sometimes I could be like, babe, please, like this is my only time to get ready. Like the rest of the night is for that.
But I mean, even like we're at a party or you're at somewhere, you go to give a
Oh.
kiss, and then and like, oh no, my lip. I fucking hate that
Well,
because
that's
I'm like,
on you. I mean, if you want to wear my lipstick, go ahead.
well, yeah, I don't care. But the other thing is like, hey, aren't we like? Don't you care more about me wanting to kiss you than you looking good for other
for sure. I
people?
get that. I thought you meant in the bathroom getting ready. Like,
No,
yeah,
no.
let me
I'm
get
not.
ready.
No, I'm not doing it. If I come in there, it's just to take a dump. Yeah.
Hey, have you ever done this, Jamie? Didn't have you all of a sudden were gonna hook up, didn't have access to your home bathroom, and you wet wiped your puss to make it fresh,
Sure.
Yeah.
I used to carry them around in my purse.
and just for that,
Because you were hooking up so much randomly.
No, if I was dating someone.
Oh wow!
And, like, I
sometimes
knew it
I would
was
do
gonna
that
lead to
before
that.
blowies back when I used to get those, but like. Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like if you don't have access to a shower, worst thing is somebody goes down and
They used
smells.
to make those single packs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever been ghosted, like full on?
Who would ever?
No.
I feel like I remember one.
Really?
Yeah,
Ghosted?
yeah, and he had the same occupation as your husband.
No, he didn't ghost me. He just like I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
In Miami?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. That's we
Yes.
were in Miami, and you were like,
Yes.
"Oh, this guy."
Yeah, he didn't ghost me, but he kind of like.
You're like, "What am I gonna
dropped
do?"
me very
You're like, "What am I
quickly.
gonna do with all these wet wipes?"
Yeah, no, that was like hard. It was just harsh the way he ended it.
Y-
And then like came back like a month later texting, and I'm like, what the fuck? What? No.
Yeah, I only got full on ghosted once. Like I took a girl to dinner, I thought it went good, and then we went to dinner again, and I thought it was all right. It wasn't as good. And then like, the next day or something, I texted her and just no response.
You were
And
on
I-
drugs?
No. This was
Sober you.
yeah, sober me. And I just was like, but
I gotta know more about this woman.
when we were on you know what's funny? I thought about the other day. You've met, I mean, you remember when we first started hanging out, you met two girls that I hooked up with. You remember that?
Okay, yeah.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, this will go on our podcast.
Right. Yeah, in the car.
Was she blonde?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then there was
she was cute.
You were in love, yeah. And then
Yeah,
there was
yeah.
another one around the same area.
Did you hook up with a girl
No.
that ghosted him that
No.
he doesn't care about anymore?
Oh, no. I would want to talk to her and find out why the fuck she would think it's okay to ghost my man Rob.
And then you
First of all, because nothing gets through this Kevlar of the trio right here. You see this? Fucking bulletproof, okay? No, I would never dip into something he's dipped in.
That's like man.
Even if it's not man, it's just I wouldn't. Nothing there. It wouldn't. It's not worth to even test a friendship like that.
Well, I think for me, it's like if I
Unless she was a celebrity.
back in the day when there were when I was hooking up all the time, it was like if you hooked up with somebody who your friend hooked up with, it was fine, but not someone they dated. So if my
Right.
friend's like, "Oh yeah, we dated for 3 months," she's dead to me.
Got it.
I would never.
I don't even do the hookup.
But if
No.
well, there was a time where in New York City when you were going to nightclubs where it was like
Impossible to
You'd run
avoid.
out of
Yeah.
You'd be like, "Oh, I can't hook up with."
They're all wearing sequins dresses and they all look the same anyways.
Well, I'll do one last email.
Yeah,
It's
shit.
it's basically a very sweet love fest to us. Found us in your mom's
I
house.
love that.
Very sweet. But the end, the question is
Shout out your mom's house. It's just been so wonderful to
Yeah.
have you
Brought
guys
so
have
many
had
people.
just done such a great job. It's made my life better and easier.
Yes. The question is 69 enjoyable for anyone?
Oh yeah,
Yeah?
love that.
Who sent
shit.
that?
Yeah.
Joe?
Joe. Thanks, Joe. That's a quality question. You know what? I don't think I think I
been a minute.
tried that in the last relationship. Didn't get an approval. So I don't think I've had one in a very long time.
Poor you.
Because here's what I think. I think the girl gets more into the blowjob when she's enjoying herself instead of just like all the and she's not self-conscious about the way she looks because you're not staring at her face, so she could get even crazier and doesn't mind what she's just trying to do the best that
Yeah.
she can instead of just trying to look pretty.
Just the actual logistics of a 69.
You've got to be like
Your
really
eyes are
height
looking at a
approaching.
butthole the whole
Yeah,
time, right?
I think your heights have to be really like
No, I mean
proportionate.
you can't see anything except butthole.
Well, it depends how are you
And that's
doing
where the
it?
wet wipes are
Is
coming
she on
in
top
handy.
of you? What do you say?
I always consider myself laying down, and maybe that's part of
Rude.
what's wrong with the patriarchy.
No, yeah. See, that's how I do it too.
You're laying down.
I'm laying down, she's on top. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Otherwise,
ever, like
it's
just like roll
Oh,
over.
sideways,
otherwise
a little
it's kind
side
of like
action.
a little bit like Snow White, and I'm like the fucking horny prince that's climbed on top of her, and like instead of a
horny
kiss, I've got to
prince?
eat the puss to wake her up.
Oh God.
The reason why I would prefer
for watching, guys.
I prefer laying down than being on my side is because I want the least chance of like my asshole being in her face as possible, and like it being open and maybe smells or what. I just I don't carry wet wipes.
I have so many. I ordered so many.
Sponsor
I have
us.
Sponsor. That's a show. I want to thank everyone that's
Supported you through this
supported
transition.
me specifically. Our YouTube channel, 17,000 subscribers.
Wow.
Thank you guys. Beyond anything we thought we would be at by this point. If you're watching this, and I'm learning to do this on my own YouTube channel, hit that notification bell so you know that our videos are coming out, which is right now every Tuesday mornings and Mondays to listen to. And follow us on Instagram. That's where we get a lot of your messages. AskPajamaPants@gmail.com if you want to ask Rob out on a date, or just send us niceties, or even not niceties. We'll throw them away, but we'll read them.
You guys, I got a big thing coming up this afternoon.
Yeah,
so.
that's right. So you got to take a little nap.
Oh yeah, good luck. Mazel,
At 4:20 is my appointment. How about that?
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
Fuck yeah, man. Just subscribe. Follow us on Jambian Chance, and send us your emails. We'd love to read them on air.